Hi all. So as Professor Harish has summarized the problem statement for you, so now we'll begin the development for the Power Virtual Agents prototype for the problem statement. So in a problem statement, the basic task is to make the process of receiving the requirement specification for the procurement of transformers easier on an international business level. So according to this problem statement, so we'll receive a document or information uh, from the receiver side, and we'll process that information and we'll output with the estimated costs and quotation. So we have logically broken down this problem, and we have seen that we'll receive the RFQ document as input. It could be the information, and then we'll try to give the estimated costs and quotations as output. So first I'll demonstrate you that what we are trying to build, and I'll show you how what we are trying to build using Power Virtual Agents. So first of all, I'll kind of demonstrate with what we are trying to build. So we'll just check out. So let's see, this is the sample transformer chatbot that we'll build today, and we'll learn how to build this in a moment. But let's first see how it works so that we can get an easier understanding of how it works. So let's see, we'll start with our chatbot and type hi here. So the transformer automatically, the chatbot automatically replies with all the information. So it says, how hi, I am a virtual agent on behalf of sample power company. So I need help with RFQ document. Let's see what it responds to this query. So as you can see, it has asked us about the following information. So if I say no, I don't have the following details, so it automatically asks me to gather all this information. So as you can see, this is something very powerful, and we can build all this in just let's say less than 10 minutes of our time. So we can build something like which is as powerful in just 10 minutes of time. So this uses natural language processing. So, and in our design phase, we have decided on the following layout for our interface, and now we'll begin with the development phase. So this is how the data flows in our chatbot. So we'll now go ahead and use the following steps to build our virtual agents chatbot. So the first step will be to log in on this website. So I'll just go ahead and copy this from here. I'll go to the browser window. I'll close this. This was just for demonstration. I'll paste it here. Okay, so this is already showing the bot that I have built earlier. So I'll just go to home that I have already built. So I'll just introduce you with the sections in the home screen. So this will be our home screen. This whole screen is our home screen, and then we have trigger words and the ways that we train the bot to react to certain responses. For example, if I say hi, so how should the bot react? So these are assigned from the topics and trigger words. So topics and the training phase, and then we have so this is the chatbot that will be using. We can test it from here as well, and then we can publish it. And then we have the analytics that are linked with Power BI. So let's say we gather some information from our chatbot that will be that can be analyzed using Power BI. So Power BI, virtual agents, Power apps, and Automate, they all these are linked in a certain way, in a certain sense. So we have reviewed the home screen. Now we should create a new chatbot. So for that, we'll first go ahead and click here and click on new bot, and then we'll just give a name to our bot, and we'll use, let's say, English as language here. And you can leave the environment from your university. So as I'm using my university email account, so I'll leave it like as such in the default mode, and I'll name my bot as transformer bot 2. So I have already created one bot, so I'll rename it as transformer bot 2. So I'll create it. So we have created the default bot. Now we'll need to train our bot, and so training is something like, now it will give only generic responses. For example, to hi, every bot should give some information. So by default this gives it this, so we can change these by training our bot to any specific way that we want. So we can go ahead and click on topics, and then we can change the trigger phrases associated with the particular action that is associated with that particular word. So we can go on topics here. So for instance, we can go to the greetings. So let's go to greetings. So this means, like, if we go ahead and use good afternoon here and we press enter here, so this is triggered here. So these are the words that are triggered here. So by the logic of this flow, as soon as this word is triggered, so the bot should automatically respond with these words. So it will give this message here, hi, I am virtual agent. So you can go ahead and change this information like this, and you can personalize the information according to your needs. So hi, I am so you can go ahead and type your own information. So I am transformer company bot, and you can modify the information to your liking. So we can just go ahead and save this information that I have made the changes. So let it process, and now we can test it again. So I will just type hi here. So you can see the changes are reflected here. So there are some other topics as well. So we have already modified the greetings. So there are other topics such as escalate. So in the case when the bot is unable to answer to certain queries of the user, for example, we haven't trained our bot to receive RFQ information, so we can test. For example, I want help with RFQ documents, and we press enter here. But the bot is not able to understand what RFQ documents are. So I'll ask it again, the same thing. I'll just ask it again. I'll just copy it and ask it again. So as you can see, it is unable to answer to my queries. So this has led to the escalate situation. So we can click here and see it has reached to the escalation situation, and so we can modify these as well. So we can give our link here. For example, in the case of escalation, I can add my email ID. In case you are not you can so we can just go ahead and save this. So now in case of any escalation, the bot will be able to provide my email ID as well. So in the same way, you can modify a lot of um, topics here, so that your chatbot is personalized. So in case of goodbye greetings as well, so you can just go ahead and modify these things. Making your bot more personalized for your particular use case by adding more and more topics to your chatbot. So now I'll go ahead and show you the bot that I built earlier by clicking on my earlier bot, the original one that I showcased you earlier. So I'll let me just show you the topics that I added. So for example, I added by clicking here new topic, and I added a new topic for request for quotation. So I just added the following trigger words, so that whenever I press so for example, uh, if I added just RFQ as the keyword, and then I type in my bot as I need. So I have added the information I need RFQ here. But if I, let's say I type I only need help in the case of RFQ, but I have not added this as the trigger phrase here, but let's just send it. It will automatically use natural language processing and make sense out of our sentences using artificial intelligence, and automatically make sense that what we want is this trigger. So I just used trigger phrases from here, and then I added messages, and then you can keep on building the bot further. So I'll just share this bot with you so that you can keep on enhancing your development and make a much better bot than this. So thank you.